And now comes the hard part. We're ready to record, and now here comes the difficult part. Figuring out how to start the episode.
I don't know.
Me neither. So, I guess I'm just going to begin with, hi. How you doing? Connor?
Hi!
Hi, how you doing? Welcome to episode 4 of RWBY, volume 4. Sorry, I keep saying episode, it's chapter, if you want to say it right.
Yeah, you're terrible.
I'm sure,
you are bad and you should feel bad.
I'm sure that plenty of people do that all the time. But, have a little bit of a change of perspective today. We moved the camera down because we moved things around.
We did.
Maybe I'll take a picture and I'll just put it, like, right here. I don't know. That'd be funny.
Would it?
I don't know. It would be a chance for me to test more stuff in
I think you're reaching.
Premiere?
I think you're reaching here.
Maybe I am, but I want to try new things in Premiere. So, yeah, we moved a few things around. So the camera's a little closer.
Yep.
And the lighting's a little better.
And hopefully we solve the audio issues that we've been having.
Oh my god. Yeah. Apologies for that.
Again.
It's like every week, it's another audio issue.
A little bit.
I'm gonna knock on wood. Because, God, if I jinx this...
Oh.
So, anyway, enough rambling. What are we... I think we have some expectations for this
I
episode.
believe so.
I need to keep my ass off of Twitter before I watch an episode.
You also might want to put your knees down because they're kind of covering your face.
They might be. I can't see the preview right now. I need to keep my ass off of Twitter because I saw something that spoiled something. I saw literally a screenshot and it spoiled something for me for this episode. But you already figured that we were going to see...
Yep, Raven.
Yeah. I saw a screenshot of Raven and Crow. But you already had a feeling we were going to see Raven in this episode anyway.
Yep.
So, I didn't want to mention it to you, and then you said it anyway in the car, and you were like, yeah, no, I had a feeling. And I'm just like, okay, as long as me getting spoiled doesn't spoil something that you were already expecting.
Yep. Alright, so
Raven's finally showing up again.
Drums then.
Oh my god.
So I think that's enough of an intro.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ, we're probably gonna have to
get right into this?
Fix it in post. Yeah.
You gotta stop saying that.
I'm sorry. Let's just get right into it. You ready?
Yep.
Alrighty.
After last week.
I promise I won't laugh as loud if it happens again. I really hope it picked that up. That'd be funny.
I think it might have, because I definitely saw the OBS picking something up. Anyway, here we go. Yes! It worked.
Yay, it worked this time.
Oh.
Alrighty. So once again, we have the intro.
Yep.
Man. I love that guitar. It's so good. Frickin' Jeff Williams is a fucking, like, anime rock genius. I swear to God. I fucking love his music. Also, very nice guy in person. Had the pleasure of meeting him at RTX at one of the RT side quest events.
Yep. A few times now with RTX and up here at Comic-Con.
Yeah, he came to one of the
RTNY.
He came to the RTNY after party that we had on
October 7th or something like that.
Was it Friday of New York Comic-Con? Yeah,
it was Friday.
On Friday of New York Comic-Con. Had no idea he was going to show up.
Nope.
Him and Casey. But, yeah, showed up, said hi. He was chatting up people at the party all night.
Bunch of our friends.
Bunch of our friends. Bunch of people we hadn't even met before. That, you know,
yep.
showed up, met them for the first time.
Oh.
But it was so much fun.
Anyway, here we go.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff Williams and Casey Lee Williams for being awesome.
He's back.
The Harvest Moon protagonist is back! Where's Cora? I'm gonna keep saying that until I see a dog. This sounded like Miles.
Oh no, it's a mirror.
In the first episode, he sounded like Miles. So, I don't know, we'll see. Why is...
Hello?
What did he say? Hello?
Hello, I'm Professor Osborne.
Oscar, you be careful with those tools.
Oscar? I definitely heard Oscar.
Mother did say Oscar.
And I definitely heard, hello, my name is Professor Osborne.
Yes. Yeah, we did. Yeah, you did. Oh.
Ah! This is a dream. This is a nightmare.
I'm glad you can see that.
Oh, fuck you! Oh, so she has the cat.
Yep.
Hadn't seen her without the jacket yet, so I
Yep.
didn't realize that she had that
There's the arm.
cat on her arm. I recognize that laugh anywhere!
Yep.
Wearing a skirt. I was just a TA. I didn't know what to do, so I just left the room to laugh.
Did I hear that right?
I told him it was a kilt. He'd never worn a uniform before, so he didn't know. Oh, that is terrible. What is wrong with you? Hey, the girl all said he had nice legs. I did that jerk a favor. Besides, that's not even the best part. See, then we...
Like what you see?
Oh my god, he has eyes.
Oh, Miss Long, please join us.
Time to act like teachers again.
Yes. Pull up a chair. Please pull up a chair.
I'm good.
I'm so glad they're okay.
So, what are you doing here?
Despite popular belief, teachers do have a life outside the classroom.
Professor Goodwitch is working round the clock to restore Beacon to its former glory. But Mistral wasn't built in a day, and we all need some rest from time to time.
Yeah, look, let's not worry about that right now. So, there we were, standing in the auditorium, looking at Crow wearing a skirt. Then Oz tells everyone it's time to work on our landing strategy. The Branwen twins have always been interesting, to say the least.
That sure didn't seem to stop young Ty.
Twins?
Hey, come on, man, she's right here.
Oh, please. She's a mature young woman. If she can handle combat, she can handle a few jabs at her old man.
That's not the issue, Pete. And besides, she's still a teenager.
She is also in the room and can be directly spoken to. And I think I've been through enough to be considered an adult at this point.
Adult or not, you still got a long way to go before you're ready for the real world.
Oh my gosh, does every father figure just have the same 3 condescending phrases?
Yeah, but we only use them when we mean it.
Is that so?
As a matter of fact, it is so. If you honestly think that you're ready to go out there on your own, well, I guess you lost some brain cells along with that arm.
Ooh.
You jerk!
Oh.
Are we finally talking about the Goliath in the room?
glad you took that well.
Yeah.
Miss Shaola... Yang, if you don't mind me asking, why haven't you tried on the arm yet?
Oh, yes, yes. A piece of Atlas technology being given out like that is rare indeed. Not to mention the effort it took to deliver here. It seems a great many people want to see you return to normal.
I'm scared. Everyone keeps talking about me getting back to normal, and I appreciate it, but this is normal now. It's just taking me a while to get used to it.
Well, normal is what you make of it.
What is that supposed to mean? Do you want me to just pretend like nothing happened? I lost a part of me. A piece of me is gone, and it's never coming back.
You're right. It's not coming back. But that doesn't have to stop you from becoming who you want to be. You're Yang Xiao Long, my sunny little dragon. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So whenever you're ready to stop moping and get back out there, I'll be there for you.
Fear is like any other emotion. It comes and goes. It's all in how you handle it. Why, even I find myself wrestling with that emotion from time to time.
Really? You?
He's afraid of mice.
They bring only disease and famine! And don't even get me started on their tails. They're simply unnatural.
So nice.
There's no mice here right now.
It's so good to see her laugh. I'm wondering what that symbol is on her sleeve. It looks like...
Do you have something with the... Okay.
It kind of looks like...
It may be a while before we return. There is still much
If you
work to be done.
see...
His tattoo?
Yeah,
I hesitate
but
to
mirrored.
ask, but is there any word from young Miss Rose?
Not yet.
Have you thought about going after her? Trying to bring her home?
I've got to look after some things.
Come on, guys. If we pick up the pace, we can hit the next town before sunset.
Oh, man.
Assuming it's still there.
Of course it'll be there. This one's supposed to be pretty big.
Higanbana. It's a well-protected village with a popular inn.
Which means no camping in the rain. See? Everything's gonna be fine.
You know, we've had a lot of ups and downs, but things could be a lot worse. I really thought we'd see more Grim.
As did I.
I guess our luck is finally
You had to jinx it. Did you say banana? Oh!
Well then.
Huh.
That explains that.
No wonder you haven't seen as many Grim. Again with the birds. Is it a raven or a crow?
Luck.
In. Okay. So Crow's following them and
Which,
taking care of Grim along the way.
which we kind of knew.
Got it.
You know, they showed that at the end of, you know, Volume 3.
But why is he just following them and not helping them?
I didn't.
From the woman upstairs. Red eyes. Said you wouldn't mind bottom shelf.
Bottom shelf.
Thanks.
But I went ahead and gave you top. Lucky you.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Yeah.
Well then.
Here it is.
Yep.
There she is. Holy shit.
Raven.
You need to brush your hair.
So, what do you want?
A girl can't just catch up with her family.
She can, but you're not. How about we get on with it? Unless you plan on keeping these coming.
Does she have it?
Did you know Yang lost her arm?
That's not...
Rhetorical question. I know you know. It's just obnoxious that you'd bring up family and then carry on like your own daughter doesn't exist.
I saved her.
Once. Because that was your rule, right? Real Mom of the Year material, sis.
I told you Beacon would fall, and it did. I told you Ozpin would fail, and he has. Now you tell me, does Salem have it?
I thought you weren't interested in all of that.
I just want to know what we are up against.
And which we are you referring to? You should come back, Raven. The only way we beat her is by working together. All of us.
You're the one who left. The tribe raised us, and you turned your back on them.
Right.
They were killers and thieves.
They were your family.
You have a very skewed perception of that word.
I lead our people now. And as leader, I will do everything in my power to ensure our survival.
I saw. The people of Shion saw too.
The weak die.
That's what I thought.
The strong live. Those are the rules.
Well, you've certainly got someone strong on your side. I've seen the damage.
We couldn't have known the Grimm would set in as quickly as they did.
I'm not talking about the Grimm. And I'm not talking about you either.
If you don't know where the relic is, then we have nothing left to talk about.
I don't know where the Spring Maiden is either. But if you do, I need you to tell me.
And why would I do that?
Because without her, we're all going to die.
And which we are you referring to?
Make this one a double.
I almost feel like I have to pause this right now because holy shit.
Oh.
Okay. Let's get started.
Alright, I don't need to pause it because it ended right there.
Well.
I have a lot of thoughts right now. I'm basically going to word vomit. Yeah, like... This tribe that raised Raven and Crow that Raven is now the leader of, destroyed Shion Village and left behind a mark that Ren and Nora recognized. Do you know what this could mean?
Yeah.
I was asking you a question.
Yeah.
You can answer.
Not going to, because it's kind of obvious. You know where your train of thought is going.
It means that the tribe that raised Raven and Crow could possibly have something to do with why Ren and Nora are orphans. That's like going back to episode 2 when they came across Shion Village destroyed, and they gave each other that look like they know what's up when they saw that symbol. And I was thinking maybe that had something to do with that. Oh my god. And what's the relic? Is it Ozpin's staff, or is it something else?
What was Raven saying?
Does Salem have it?
You, by any chance, you think it could be that cauldron?
Think they could be hiding that somewhere in the school?
Why else would Raven go out to talk to Crow?
Oh, God. But if they have the cauldron in the school... why would it be in the school? Well, I mean, I guess I could think of a couple of reasons why.
Safekeeping.
But we haven't even talked about that
whole
haven't. Theory yet, so this probably makes no sense unless...
No, it doesn't.
Unless people went ahead and
But
did their homework between our video for episode 3 and now.
But that's the only kind of relic I can think of that would be related to Crow and Raven.
That's true. And that Salem might be looking for. Something that powerful?
Unlimited army. Mindless soldiers. Who can't talk.
Well, again, we haven't discussed that theory yet. Do you think we might be able to summarize that quickly enough that we could finally talk about it? Now that a relevant character has shown up?
So, I mean, we probably could.
Alright.
That's, right now, since she's the one that brought it up, that's the only thing I can possibly think of.
Alright, so let's take a minute and talk about that then. So, as I said in the last video, we have this theory that came about as a result of a discussion we had one day when I was wondering where Crow and Raven's last name comes from. Branwen.
Yep.
So, I looked it up, and we came across this Welsh legend on Wikipedia, of all places.
And multiple sources.
And multiple other sources. Now, I actually kind of want to pull it up on my phone so that I get some of these details right.
I might have it on my phone.
Well, we can both pull it up.
The cauldron that we were talking about comes from the Welsh legend of Branwen.
Mm-hmm.
So overall,
in summary, basically,
this cauldron is given as a gift. As that, but this cauldron has the ability to resurrect the dead. But when they come back from the dead, they lose the ability to speak.
Yeah. So
that's why when we were looking up the name, the origins of the name Branwen, this story pops up, and obviously the most notable thing as it relates to RWBY would be this cauldron of rejuvenation or rebirth. It goes by either name, but
depending on how the story or who was telling the story.
yes, but either way, that seems very relevant to what what had transpired. It could have transpired in RWBY. And now,
more specifically, what could have transpired in events that take place prior to the
RWBY.
beginning of what we know.
Yes. Which we can probably go into that now, because now it's somewhat relevant if that is indeed the relic that they're looking for.
It could be. Are you sure you want to talk about that now? Because there's still one very important character that hasn't shown up.
Yeah, because if they're following and noticing exactly what we're talking about, with a character losing the ability to speak,
I think by now people know what we're talking about.
yeah.
So
it's but the whole
this is gonna sound crazy.
but the whole thing was Raven's personality is a little bit different than what I had originally thought. But at some point, so essentially, Summer Rose is actually still alive in the form of Neo.
I told you it sounded crazy.
That was done because of this cauldron of rejuvenation. Most likely, in my opinion, at the hands of Raven. Who might not now might not be working for her, but at one point worked for Salem.
That's what we think.
So, and Salem probably gave out an order to exterminate silver-eyed warriors.
Which actually, the fact that Amber, the one guy, said that we've dealt with their kind before, that immediately made me think about this theory again. So, that adds some plausibility to it.
So, as part of this, Raven, under working for Salem, had to end up killing Summer Rose. But Raven, being a friend of Summer Rose, would have used the cauldron to bring her back.
Yeah.
As a mute. But there's also some conflicting reports with aspects of the legend where the cauldron can either completely destroy the soul or leave it intact.
Again, depending on who's telling the story.
Yeah. So it could also be that the soul is altered, resulting in loss of memory or anything like that.
Or in the case of RWBY, in the RWBY universe, it could result in the alteration of someone's semblance even, because semblance and aura, kind of spiritual soul stuff going on there.
Things like that.
That's what we're theorizing. Also, another thing, in the legend of Branwen, the King of Ireland, who is given this cauldron as a gift, isn't aware that when you bring someone back with it, they're mute. So it's entirely possible that Raven knew what the cauldron could do, but didn't
not know
know
about
the
that.
side effects.
So, knowing that, it could also be that after using it on Summer, thusly creating Neo, Raven probably could not, might not have been working for, could have just stopped working for Salem or something like that, and ended up, or Crow could have intervened and taken the cauldron to Ozpin. Resulting in Ozpin having an artifact that could be extremely useful to Salem.
As for how this reborn Summer Rose eventually becomes Neo, not entirely sure. how that would happen, that progression.
But there is some other evidence of Neo, with Neo being Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely, actually, mostly when Neo fights Raven when defending Yang, Neo's eyes turn completely silver.
And if you compare pictures of RWBY and Summer and Neo,
It's the same exact eyes.
very, like, I took it into Photoshop and I used the eyedrop tool on, like, various pictures of RWBY and various screenshots of Neo when her eyes look silver, and it's very, very similar.
Yep.
So like I said, this theory sounds crazy, but you have to admit, when you take these details from RWBY and from the Legend of Branwen, it seems pretty similar. Also, Branwen has a brother. And Branwen, in Welsh, I believe it means white raven, and it can mean white crow. I don't remember if it's white raven or if it's like a color.
Well, those are basically just minute details.
That's a minute detail, but that's where the name Branwen comes from. And that's why their names are Raven and Crow, because Branwen can translate to Raven or Crow. So, that answers the original question. And upon answering our original question, we came across this...
That could be what the artifact that Salem is looking for is. Because if Salem manages to get her hands on
a cauldron that can bring the dead to life,
it doesn't necessarily say, that it could be used on just people or something like that, or perhaps it could be used on a Grimm to give them a semblance.
Wait.
Or something like that. Who knows?
If in RWBY, if our theory about Neo and Summer is correct, and it can alter a person's semblance in their soul, she could be trying to find this cauldron in order to use it on maidens. Possibly, because the maiden's power is tied to their life force. If it has the power to alter that level of a person's life force, she could attempt to use it somehow to take a maiden's power. Or to alter a maiden soul and turn them or something. That to me,
in my opinion, that's a stretch.
That seems like it might be a stretch, but I feel like that makes a lot more sense than using it on Grimm, because Grimm have no soul. There's nothing to alter there.
Who knows? But I definitely think the one with the maiden is still complete stretch, because don't know if it works on living people, and if the maidens die, the power's already gone.
Oh, that's true. What if you kill them while they're in the cauldron? What if? I don't know. But that's just a theory.
But
I'm not going to make a game theory joke.
Maidens are dead. Power's gone. Doesn't matter if they're in the cauldron or not.
I don't know.
So.
I don't know. Well, so yeah, like I said, and I've already said, it sounds crazy, but we believe in it. We're pretty confident in this theory, and it's been fun talking about it with friends and seeing their faces when we tell them.
Yep. And as you might have noticed, the aura that Raven walked into when leaving was that I think was completely different this time around.
That might be animation, though.
Still, might be animation, but
I don't know.
I don't know. I still think that Salem could still be Raven could be working for Salem.
I don't know. Wait, as of right now in RWBY?
It's still possible.
I don't think so at all. It sounds to me like
it's still
Raven.
It's still possible.
It sounds to me like Raven
wants to stop Salem.
Yeah, like right now she is more vested in this
artifact.
In her tribe. That she's now the leader of, apparently. It seems like her main goal right now is protecting them because she feels more of a family tie to them than her legitimate blood family.
It's still, plausible.
I don't know.
So.
I don't think so. Ugh, why am I reaching for the
I don't know.
mouse?
It's still plausible.
All right. Well.
So.
Theories. We've got them.
And I think it's time we wrap up this episode.
We spent the whole episode talking. We spent the entire time after the episode talking about this theory. We didn't even mention that.
The Harvest Moon protagonist.
The Harvest Moon protagonist, and Ozpin's voice. But that's all that really needs to be said about that. What the hell was with that? And also, Professor Port and Professor Oobleck.
Professor Port has eyes.
Are okay. The last time we saw them was when the kids left the stadium and they were fighting Grimm, and that was the last time we saw them in Volume 3. They're okay, and Glinda's okay, and she's working her ass off, go Glinda. But they're okay. Oh my god. And we got to hear that story about Crow wearing a skirt.
I'm a little disappointed that it was not about Professor Port wearing a skirt.
Oh god. That'd be funny. So yeah.
Make it a story from Free Play. I don't know how to take off my undergarments.
Oh god. I think that's a good place to end this.
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
All
so
right.
yeah. This has been a eye-opening episode. For us, at least. I don't know about the rest of you. If you've got some theories about all of this or anything in RWBY, let us know in the comments down below. I like talking to you guys in the comments about this stuff. I like having civil discussions in the comments. And yeah, if you've got anything to say, or add, if you've got, I don't know, if you want to say hi, go ahead and say hi. Like, talk to us. I like interacting with you guys in the comments. I appreciate you guys leaving comments. I really do. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. How about you?
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
All right. So then I guess we will just end it here, and we'll see you next week. Bye.